Mother's Day, Father's Day, it's all so stupid. You want to thank you for doing your job, your job that you put yourself into in the first place. Wow, your reproductive organs work. Congratulations. No, I'm not celebrating Father's Day this year either, okay? I don't vibe with that shit anymore. I'm tired of society shoving all these holidays down my throat that don't even make a lick of sense. I don't even get the day off, so what type of holiday is it anyways? I'm sorry, Dad. Not really though, but like, why do you want praise for getting what you want? It's literally just praise for getting what you want. You wanted a kid. I'm here. Thanks, Dad. You got what you want. It's not like you even emotionally available for us a majority of my childhood, like, and then when you got a son, it's like me and my sister barely even existed. I'm sure a lot of people probably aren't celebrating Father's Day because men. And a lot of men are tired of hearing this, but men need to do better. Doesn't apply to you, let it fly, okay? But there are a lot of fatherless people. There's also a lot of people who had fathers around physically, but they weren't there emotionally. So I might as well have been fatherless. Just a figure who helped pay the bills. Like, that could have been anybody. Anybody could have helped pay the bills. What makes you special? A lot of dads in the black community are absent. Like, literally absent. Like, they're not there. They might as well not exist. And I appreciate that he wasn't one of those guys. But, like, children have needs. It's not just physical needs. It's not just monetary that you have to cover. You need to be there for your kids. I feel like he didn't really have any interest in anything that I liked. He was just somebody who came home after work and told me to turn off anything that he didn't agree with, whether it was worldly music or a movie that we were watching. Like, I would dread the days that he'd come home. And I would look forward to him going on work trips. Like, yeah, there was physical abuse, but it stopped when I turned like 13, 14, thankfully. But I also just learned to fall in line, to not talk back too much, to do what was expected of me so I don't get a spanking. And spanking your child, that's abuse. I'm so tired of people like defending it like it's not. Like, you're not gonna spank your friend when they're not agreeing with you. You're not going to slap your friend across the face if they have some sort of disagreement or they bring up an issue that they have with you, or if they simply say they want to go to church. It's beating people into submission. That's what spanking is. And showing kids that when you don't get what you want, violence might. What would I celebrate Father's Day for? It's like I said in my Mother's Day video, like I don't even want to be here. I'm not grateful for my existence. Every time I go through a mental breakdown, depression gets triggered. I hate calling it depression because surely like this existence is depressing. Like, I feel like it's a natural response to the world that I was brought into. I understand people have to stay positive to not want to end their lives on the regular. I'm tired of people pointing fingers at people who literally feel the reality of the situation. That's all it is. Realistically, this place sucks ass. It's like anything, or most of what you find good, likely came from suffering. We have cheeseburgers, but also a cow died for this. A cow had to sit in its own shit for a year and a half, just smelling its own shit, standing its own shit, for me to enjoy this burger. Had to have its throat slit as it hangs upside down, bleeding out, for me to have this burger. I like milkshakes, but a cow had to be raped for this. I like bacon, but pigs had to be gassed for this. I enjoy technology, but kids in Africa, people who are already not making enough money to support their own needs, have to mine and get pennies in result, put their lives in jeopardy for me to have this iPhone, these medals. It's like I like nature, but also nature's terrible. Going back to the caveman days with no shelter, no running water, no access to food, no easy access anyways. People need to stop romanticizing nature. I'm a nature girly. I love going out into nature, but I also realize that the little trips that I take out there are nothing like living in it. Exposed to the weather. Like, we wait for a good day to go out. Because if it's raining, if it's snowing, we're not going out there. We don't want to experience that. Fucking Father's Day. Father's Day, it's all so fucking stupid. Yeah, let's celebrate. Let's celebrate the fact that your sperm, it works. You know, there's some dads out there who are doing better than mine, you know, who actually wanted to be around. But I also feel like there are a lot of dads who don't want to be around their kids. Got a lot of workaholics out there because being at home with the kids and the wife, taking care of all that is too stressful. I'd rather just go to work, be the breadwinner, leave the emotional caretaking to the wife. It's too much work. I'm tired. That's what my dad used to say a lot. I'm tired. Okay, please. Just leave me be. I mean, you should have thought about that before you had 3 kids. Were you not tired before that? There's a lot of people out here who are like already tired and they say they want to be parents. Why would you do that to your kid? Like, kids have energy, kids have needs. They want to go outside, they want to play. They want to enjoy life. I get that being an adult sucks, but like, you don't need to have kids. If you can't meet their needs, please don't fucking have them. And from an antenatalist perspective, just don't have them at all, even if you can meet their needs, okay? Don't bring them into a world of unmet needs. Do not create more needs in a world of unmet needs. That's how this has always been. Somebody's always missing something up here. Nobody's all the way up here. And we never will be. Suffering is tied to life. The two don't go without each other. You can be born rich, you will still suffer. Fucking Elon is suffering right now. Not like I give a shit about the man, but like, even he's not happy. As the richest man on the planet, he's not happy. So, money doesn't make you happy. We've all heard it before. I'd still rather have it than not, but there's no, like, there's nothing that can make you happy on this planet. Especially if you empathize with your fellow humans, with the animals, with all the other life on this planet. Especially if you just want to make it better. Yeah, I'm not celebrating Father's Day. I'm not celebrating Mother's Day anymore. I'm not... Like I said, it's salt on the wound, okay? I don't even want to be here. Why would I celebrate the fact that they brought me here? You got what you wanted. I got what I didn't want. And I'm just in a world full of people who will call you depressed for pointing out the truth, who don't want to hear about your problems, and tell you to go to therapy and pay for it, okay? I don't get paid to listen to your problems, so you need to go find somebody else, somebody who you can pay to listen to your problems. Because that's not me. That's not me. Okay, you're burdening me. You're so negative. You're bringing down the feelings. I mean, like, yeah, nobody likes a Debbie Downer. I know. I have to pretend that everything is okay, even with my friends who are well aware that everything is not okay. Nobody wants to talk about it all the time, and that's totally understandable, but there's some people who just don't want to talk about it at all. Okay, let me have my moment. Okay, let me be a parent. Let me be happy with the choices that I've made in life. Stop talking, stop judging me for my selfish actions. So I always say, you had me for you. It wasn't for me, okay? I started with I wanted, following a sentence of something that they'll try to make seem like it's not about them, but it's always about them. Like, yeah, I want little kids running around like I don't spend the rest of my life as a working adult. Think about the wage slavery that I'd have to go through. They thought I'd cure cancer, but no, they got me. A vegan antinatalist, somebody who didn't appreciate the work that they put in. You want to thank you for doing your job, your fucking job that you put yourself into in the first place. It's not like my mom didn't want me. She wanted children. It's a different story if, like, the woman had no choice but to give birth, if she was impregnated against her will. But no, she wanted this. They wanted this. It's always funny to me when men are like, yeah, I want a kid. I want children. It seems like there are more of them these days than there are women, because women are finally waking up to what that all entails and how being a mother is literally a thankless job. And I'm not saying you should get thanked for it. Neither of you should get thanked for it. It's like me adopting a puppy and then expecting that puppy to be grateful. Like, don't adopt the puppy in the first place if you're not doing it for the right reasons. You want an ass kisser for the rest of your entire life? Because that's what some parents want. I did everything for you. That was your job. It's your fucking job. If you didn't, CPS would come. It's your fucking job. And you have to have like some level of narcissism to bring a kid here and to think that your genes are all that. Oh, you've done literally nothing significant, but hopefully if I bring more kids here, each of them will be like a lotto ticket for me. One of them has to make it right, get me out of my pathetic situation, make me forget about how pathetic and lonely I am. Like, no, fix your own problems. Stop bringing people here to fix your problems. I don't care if there's a hole or a void in your heart. You need to go make connections with other people your own fucking age. Go become a teacher. Go adopt. Go foster. But now, I want to have my own kids. My DNA is so special. And I've literally accomplished like nothing. I'm just a wage slave like everybody else, but my genes are so special. They're so fucking special. Gotta have a big head, a big ego. Me thinking that you can do better than anybody else who's preceded you past couple hundred years. We don't really care about the kids. I'm about passing on my legacy. Like, we don't know the names of Michael Jackson's kids. We don't know the names of half of these celebrities' kids. Nobody really gives a shit. We care about the inventors' names, okay? We don't care about the children that they had afterwards. The children had nothing to do with what they accomplished in life. People think that having kids is an accomplishment. It's not. You're fucked. Just like the whole animal kingdom. Wow, your reproductive organs work. Congratulations. It's all a hoax. It's all a hoax. Christmas, all these other fucking holidays. I'll celebrate Halloween because it's fun. Celebrating it should be fun, not like a drag, not an obligation. People make you feel like you're obligated to celebrate the fact that your parents fucked. If you don't celebrate it, you're a terrible person. You're ungrateful. Fuck yeah, I'm ungrateful. I never said I was grateful. People like me, we exist. We exist. It might be rare or you don't hear us speak out much because society loves to silence us. They don't like naysayers. They don't like people who stick out from the crowd. They don't like people who don't follow the fucking rules. But we exist. And I'm tired of ass kissing. I'm tired of it. For what? Parents literally didn't even help me with my college. Didn't help me buy a car. Yeah, they got me to 18 physically intact, not mentally. Mentally, I've been fucked for a long, long time. What's worse? I don't know. Having this, the one thing that controls the rest of this fucked up, or like an organ, the other rest of the physical body fucked up, who knows? They're both terrible, but we don't come out intact. Parents who think they did a good job, like, only your kids can really judge how good of a job you've done because your kids are actually on the receiving end of that parenting. It doesn't matter if the outsiders are looking and saying, oh, you're doing such a great job. Ask your children, how do they truly feel? How do they truly feel? It's just so stupid. But they're your parents though, yeah. They were people who wanted kids. I grew up, I'm not a kid anymore. You got your 18 years. You want me to kiss your ass for the rest of my entire life? Whether or not I'm grateful, like, and I'm not. Don't know if I ever will be. I am so tired. I haven't wanted to be here since like I was 5, okay? Wish I was never born. I said at 5. At 12, realized, dang, I don't care if I get run over by a bus at this point. Now I'm 24 going on 25. Hallelujah. A quarter of a century on prison planet. But no, Maya, you can't go. You can't take your life. I'm gonna feel bad. Not to mention that we shut you down every time you talk about your feelings. Who cares if you feel bad? I'm gonna feel bad. You're gonna make me look like a terrible parent. You're supposed to stick around until after I die. You're gonna make me look bad. You should recognize that before you decided to have kids for you. There's really no way around it. You had kids for you. I know, your parents probably treated you like shit. So now you want to have kids so that you can treat them like shit and take off all that trauma that your parents unloaded on you onto your own kids. I'm the authoritarian figure now. I'm in charge, okay? Listen to me. My balls, my uterus, they made you. You wouldn't be here if I didn't deliberately choose to not be responsible. Birth control, please. Can we make it free? Can we give it to everybody? Can we also start licensing for parents, or at least give them some incentive to take a course? Because it's really crazy to me. You need a license for fishing, for driving, for literally anything. But to have kids, have at it. Have at it. In fact, you should have 10, even though you don't know what the fuck you're doing and you've parentified your first child. Have at it. We need more wage slaves, please. You are doing a great contribution to this planet. You're doing great. You're doing great. Yes, we're so proud of you. We are so proud of you for being a parent. The hardest job. It's the hardest job. And yet, complete nincompoops are able to become parents. Like, it's hard to be an actual good parent, but it's not hard to be a parent. It's not hard to bring somebody into the world. I mean, obviously not, because most people aren't thinking about it. My parents didn't think about it. Just like, oh no, we ended up with Maya. She's depressed. She didn't even want to finish her college education. She's looking for attention, talking about ending her life. Yep. Yep. They wanted a freaking Einstein. They ended up with me. An ungrateful piece of shit. That's life, though. You don't always get what you want. Or most of the time, you don't get what you want, actually. Most of the time. Life will screw you over. The weather will screw you over. I'm supposed to go hiking in less than an hour. Like, the fuck is this? Just stay positive. And also, why aren't you having grandchildren? You were supposed to give us grandchildren. You removed your tubes. You mutilated yourself. Yeah, whatever. Call it whatever you want. I call it freedom. Okay? Freedom not to perpetuate this bullshit cycle that we keep going through. What do you call it? A Ponzi scheme? This is a Ponzi scheme. I don't feel fulfilled, so I bring kids into it, who will also likely never feel fulfilled because there's nothing fulfilling about being a wage slave. The majority of us are fucking wage slaves. We all can't be Elon Musk. If we're all Elon Musk, then what the fuck is a rich person? What the fuck is wealth? What the fuck is an oligarch? So your kid end up feeling unfulfilled because this is not a fulfilling life in general, period. There's suffering all around. We just have to close our eyes. Close our eyes to it. I don't see it. I don't see it. So it doesn't exist. I don't see it. I don't see it. I don't know what you're talking about. It doesn't exist. They have kids. You feel a little fulfilled in the meantime because, some people take being busy or productive as fulfilling. And the cycle continues. Passing on my genes. My great genes. Literally nobody in the family has accomplished anything. They're nameless to the rest of the planet. I'm not saying that you have to accomplish something big to live a fulfilling, meaningful life. I'm just saying that life is meaningless in itself. Everybody has to find their own meaning. Most people look to children, continuing this species, the greatest species on this planet, has done nothing but exploit, kill, and pillage, and repress the voices of the minorities, the women, wage wars on people different from us. Because men can't get along. Old white men, for that matter. Have caused the most misery on this planet. But yeah, say la vie, eh? Say la vie. 50 plus more years to go. Working a dead-end job. I don't even care if I get a raise, a $20 raise. Like, sure, yeah, that'll change my life. But I'm gonna have to work until I die. That is the problem. That problem doesn't change. It doesn't matter what form of work I go into. It doesn't matter if my YouTube channel blows up. It doesn't matter if I become a celebrity and my job becomes making music. You have to have a job. You can't just exist, okay? You can't just enjoy existing. That's not a thing. Nobody's allowed that. Unless mommy and daddy are so rich and they also enable your miserable behavior that you can use up their money and do whatever you want. Even rich people have expectations for their kids. We all have expectations for our kids. You had plans for them before they even knew what they wanted to do with life, before they even knew what they wanted out of life. And then when they finally figure that out and it's not what you wanted, you're disappointing. That's not what we wanted for you. Well, maybe life isn't what I wanted for me, but here I fucking am. Happy Father's Day. I hope you're happy with the decisions you've made. A very permanent decision at that. I'm sure, thankfully, my tubes are gone, I'm sterilized, I can't have kids. So, your footprint will be just me and whatever the fuck you've done with your life. But for your other 2 kids, who knows? They might have kids, and then you're responsible for generations of suffering. Generations of animal cruelty and violence, because they're not vegan. Most people aren't. Most people don't want to be. The greatest species on this planet, causing harm all around, killing our only home. In a galaxy where we have yet to find any other life. Maybe they had life beforehand and life just blew itself up, like we're probably going to do to ourselves sometime down the line. Probably live through another war. So excited. Get your popcorn ready. Thanks a bunch. Thank you, parents. Thank you. I am ecstatic to be here. I really am. Tomorrow I gotta get up and go to work again. The next 2 days, I have a weekend. Oh, God bless. We all live for the weekend. And then the next 5 days, I gotta go through it over and over again. Every week, every month, every year. Maybe if I get a degree, I can work my way up to get a better salary so that I can work for more. I love that for me. I love that. A life where I work until I die. Maybe I can pick up the guitar, start a band, and hope that somebody will pay attention to my music. Somebody will like it. And then I'll just stick to making music the rest of my life and hope that I continue to make bangers, but nobody stays in the spotlight forever. Nobody stays successful forever. Everybody has their downfall. I have to find some other way of work. Once I get a house, I'm gonna have to pay a mortgage. I'm gonna have to pay taxes on it, okay? I'll still have to keep a job. I don't just buy the house and that's it. I still have to keep paying money. Pay. We're all just pay pigs. Pay pigs pretending that this is it. This is the best that we can do. And I'm tired of it. I'm tired. But, the tiredness won't go away till I die, so. Until then, I gotta cope with it. Pretend that I'm enjoying my existence. Try to distract myself from the fact that I will work until I die. And also, most people are selfish and shoddy. And also, most people don't want to hear about your problems. I could say though, all this depression has made me start wanting to live for myself because fuck them. Really, I don't owe them anything. I don't owe them my time. I don't owe them an explanation. I am a fully autonomous adult, okay? I don't need you. And you haven't really wanted to fulfill my needs for a long time, so maybe I'm better off without you. Maybe. I don't know if you made it this far. Thanks. I appreciate you. I don't even know what this video is gonna look like when I'm done editing it. I don't know what I'm gonna name it. Yeah, but I'm tired of trying. But I don't have a choice. I have to keep trying. Try till you die. This is not a positivity channel, so don't subscribe if you don't like hearing the truth. Because we're just realistic here. Maya out.